Oh, there we go. Get our music up a little bit. All right. Nice calm space. Ooh, we're live. Hello, everyone. This is Captain MKG here. Thank you so much for joining me for this very rare live stream of Planetbase. It's been a while since I played Planetbase, and I've been checking out the Reddit threads, and it looks like for me, it's time to go ahead and try and get another game started. So, even though I have all the challenges met so far, the one thing I'd like to do is try and get the base to 1,000 colonists. So, in order to do that, I have to select the correct location, which, if I remember right, is actually like one of the corners of the coordinates that you can map out here. So, keeping it at a northern 0 degrees and then send it west to the 175, I think. No. I think that's it. That should be it right there, I hope. Let me check. Actually, no. That's right. I have a phone. I can check these things because I'm a person of the modern age. Best. There we go. I was right. Yep, 0 by 175. So I'm going to go ahead and go due south. Oh, does it not due south? That's a bit of a bummer. Oh well. All right, so because I think I practiced on the other one, so let's go ahead and set it at northeast at 0175. Okie dokie. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, for those of you not familiar with the game, this is essentially a base management game where you try and keep your colonists alive and build a thriving colony on some random foreign planet. So, here we are. Come on now. Now, in this first particular episode, we're just going to get things started, get the ball rolling, and just try and get our basics established first before we try to do any kind of rapid expansion. So, first things first, a nice look around the area. Ooh. And from the look of it, we have a lot of real estate that we can work with, so not too bad. Let's go ahead, recycle. So that way we have our supplies to start with. And first things first, I need to go ahead and get, oops, not that. Go ahead and get, I suppose it doesn't necessarily matter too much where it goes, but airlock first. We'll put up our O2 unit, so that way we can actually have our guys breathing. And let's go ahead. We're going to max out our solar panel to try and get as much energy as we can. Come on, there you go. So link those up. Get a battery storage ready as well. And last thing we're going to need here is water. Well, a water extractor to be more accurate. So they're going to work on getting the exterior items in place. Meanwhile, once we get this done, I can go ahead and start building up some of the interiors, like their food, the biosphere. Let's go ahead and hit tab so we can go ahead and see what's going on inside. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up, though, because nothing like the present. All right. So they're working. Oops, wrong one again. Yes, I know. Power grid's always out of power. Go ahead and get the canteen up so they have a place to come and eat. Barracks so they can survive. And let's see, what else? Let's see, so basics are coming up. I'll go ahead and put, and again, we're starting small because we do have limited supplies and no way yet to replenish them. So put our biodome there so we can grow our vegetables. And next up is going to be the processing plant. Come on, there you go. Get that connected. Let's see, we only have 7 colonists, so we'll need a couple bunks. 2 and 3 should be just enough. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and get the canteen up and running. Get that started. Oh, of course, I forgot one of the most basic things. Freaking water, man, okay? They can't really do anything without water. Little plant to help boost morale a little bit. Go ahead and let's go ahead and start looking into getting some of the fasting growing plants ready. So I only have so many biologists. Let's hit F2. Yeah, I only have 2 biologists, so they're going to be constantly just making sure that these plants are alive and just running. Okay. So they're going to be pretty much a vegetarian kind of plant for a little bit, but that's okay. You know, everybody has to start somewhere. Oh, there we go. Click on that. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, well. All right, so let's go ahead and put on our self-sufficiency, get our self-sufficiency up. And let's see, one other item of importance would be the medical facility. And so, with that done, we'll now go ahead and finally put the mine there. Wow, really? You're not going to connect? Jerk. All right, so we have our 2 little robots here doing their thing, putting stuff everywhere, getting everything built. We have our basics taken care of right now. The canteen. And let's actually probably put in, no, just go ahead and put another table in, along with another meal maker, another water fountain just to help keep it going, and medical sick bay. Sick bay reporting. All right, so, forgot about those. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, these will be a little problem here at some point. So we have reached self-sufficiency, meaning, so here's what's going to happen. Going over the supplies real fast. We have our basics: power storage, water extraction, and a mine. This will keep us alive, and this will keep the oxygen flowing. The mine here will give us the raw materials of ore that we can process right in here into our necessary metal pieces. Bioblast processor, this will take the starch that's going to be produced from our plants and push that over into the bioblast that we can use to create, well, just about anything we might need on the inside, such as the beds, the medicine cabinets, more plants. You name it, this is what it's going to be used for. So to help speed up efficiency, go ahead and put that right there. Or, sorry, not put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and connect the 2. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit of a storage facility. So that way the bots have something to do to place everything. And once we have that, excuse me. Let's see, everything outside is pretty much done except for the landing pad. Let's go ahead and drop that down. All right, so we're going to have our ability to bring in new recruits. They'll all have a place to sleep, place to heal should they break their legs in the mine, place to turn everything into useful products. And of course, now we have our storage facility. And let's see about trying to ramp things up here to a little bit of an, not an extreme, but just get things pushed up to, more than just bare survival. All right, so the last thing I want to create is going to be the factory. Now, the factory will allow us to create really important things. That's mainly spares, so that way I can go ahead and whatchamacallit, spare, so I can actually repair these things once it gets to below excellent condition. We will be slowly trading, but not right now. So let's change the permissions. Turn trader off. And we're just going to try and attract as many crew members as we possibly can. So as you can probably see from the upper right-hand corner, we do have a slight deficit of materials, but hopefully that's going to be fixed. Fantastic. Yes, I did. Managed to get them here in less than 10 minutes. Super good. All right, now let me go back. Let me go back. All right. So storage is going to get filled up. And let's see, we're going to try and strive for, I don't know, let's say maybe 14-ish colonists. And then we'll try to slowly upgrade that. Or, you know, slowly bring more folks in. So let's check our condition by going to F2 again. All right, so we're not bad. Could be better, but we're still in a good position. But right now, I need more biologists and workers than I need anything else right now. Because we have one medic. Not sure where that doctor is, or the nurse. She's somewhere around here. But why do I get the feeling that, nope, that's the engineer. Excellent. So we have pretty much all the basics taken care of right now. We have place to sleep, place to eat, place to grow food, place to store stuff, place to make stuff, and another place to go ahead and make even more advanced stuff. Healing items, or sorry, a place to heal, stuff we can breathe, and mine, power, water, and storage. Oh, and of course the landing pad as well. So we have all of that. And now it's just a matter of getting new colonists in, and also, more importantly, trying to get the overall base supplies up and running again. This is why it's helpful to have the speed up key to help keep us actually, moving faster than not. The only time I've really found it useful when trying to lower the speed is if I accidentally don't have enough people guarding the place and intruders come around and start, messing up everything. All right, so for the factory, I need to create the spares workshop. Not yet, we still have plenty of spares for the moment. Let's go ahead and start making some extra bunks because it looks like people need a place to sleep now. That, and that. And I'm holding down the shift key just so I can go ahead and constantly rotate and pop them in. And that looks like another worker, I think. Yes. Oh, no, wait, that was an engineer. Son of, no, wait, no, that was an engineer. This is what I hate about being colorblind and trying to see the colors of the uniform. I just can't. All right, so solar is not going to be the only energy source I can utilize here. We can also go ahead and build out a large wind turbine to go ahead and allow us a little bit more power generation. Follow that up with, well, as soon as we get more steel created, I'll create another battery so that way I have a place to store all the excessive energy that we're going to use because, well, when the sun goes down, power goes drained, or power gets drained. But provided there's wind, well, that wind will go ahead and come up and produce more energy for us during the night. And the one other feature about this particular planet is that it does have sandstorms. So when the sandstorms kick up, the wind turbines just go crazy and just generate, as much power as they're allowed to, because they'll just be constantly spinning around and around and around and around. Then once we have, okay, it's one person. All right, so we're getting up there. Biologists need something else to do now. And storage, And it's not getting full, but it's kind of getting there. So next we'll go ahead and create a lab, mostly so that way we can actually grow not just, well, the lab is primarily used for creating the med kits that we need. And then shortly after that, I can go ahead and start putting in tissue synthesizers to go ahead and create virtual meat. Again, will help keep our will help keep the diet, I guess, of the colonists a little bit. Oh, there it goes. I have no way right now to tell them to go back inside. In order to do that, I need to go ahead and create a security, as you can see here, security controls, which is another item right here. So as soon as the storm is over, I'll go ahead and start looking into building that as well. See, all this wasted energy, I can see now it goes away. Nah. Yeah, see, so now I have turbine power. All right, next up is going to be, well, what did I say? I said the next one's going to be another collector. So we'll get that input. How many people do I have now? 16, good. And pretty much we're not at a standstill for playing, we're just kind of waiting for stuff to get processed. So, see, I have ore, I have starch. I could use another steel maker. Let's also go ahead back and adjust our ratio. Ugh. I'm going to need more workers again. Because engineers, I mean, most of the engineers are just kind of, sitting around doing nothing. Same thing with biologists. I need to give them more stuff to do. I'm going to do that is to expand the base a little bit more. Okay, now I'm at an excellent status. So everything is running smoothly for now. All right, so with another ore processing, I can go ahead and get more of the ore, the metal processor, get the metal created, and then start ramping up investments back into the base. Okay, I think that's going to do it for the number of colonists for right now. And I'm saying that based on looking at how many meals we have produced thus far. We're currently at 18. And I want to make sure we have enough food to go around, because otherwise if I go too fast, they all starve and die, and I have to start this whole thing over again. Okay, let's check our grids. Power's good, water's good, oxygen. Oh, that's going to be a problem here in a minute. It's good thing I shut things off, so at least I have some room to work with. All right, we have 3 bioplasts, so I can go ahead and get the biologist to work next. And oh, there goes my one little robot down for the count. All right, so lab is now built. Let's go ahead and populate it with a few things here. So we'll get some of those crafted. 4 should be enough for now. And then I'll go ahead and get the lab ready. So that way the doctor can start producing med packs as needed. And we can start getting some food created. Switch that to pork, to beef, just to give it some variety. Actually, let's just go ahead and delete that one. All right, so biologists, everybody has essentially a function now to work with. Now it's just a matter of just seeing how fast I can go ahead and get everything produced next. So I have to get the storage collected. Ah, no. Oh, you son of a bee. Well, yeah, no, of course you're unhappy. 3 colonists just croaked. Son of, that just killed it. That killed it. Accidents are bound to happen, unfortunately. Yes, I know. Everybody's sad because, death comes for us no matter what, apparently. So, all right, well, at least we're getting meat created. And so, again, meat and vegetables that'll allow us to expand our variety when it comes to food. Excellent. So now we have our second power. Come on, give me somebody good. That'll work. Probably handle 2 more. All right. Next task is I'm going to have to build a control center just so I can get the sandstorm averted next time. And let's see here. So one of the goals for us is going, or well, I guess for me, is going to be to go ahead and get, enough people in base, enough supplies to sustain them. And then eventually we'll start growing outward and expanding, and we'll start figuring out the right strategies to start selling our excessive wares, mostly the vegetables and anything that we can't use right now, like the starch and the ores. They just take up space and sit there until they're processed. So, okay. So we have our power. We're going to get our control center in next. That way we can go ahead and mine the sandstorms. Once the control center is done, I'll build and reinvest in this area, in the factory, to go ahead and build a spares workshops. That way the engineers can start building out spares and keep us alive that way. All right. Let's check it. Yeah, I think that should work for now. So let's go ahead and turn off the pad again. Let's go ahead and build a small control center. And normally the control center is usually operated by guards, engineers, and workers to operate things like the telescopes, the radio antennae, and of course for the guards to keep everybody safe from the intruders that eventually will come down and try and shoot at us. Let's see here. Next, once that's done, we have enough. So I'll go ahead and just pop in a spares workshop. And let's go ahead and look at our limits. Holy jeebus. All right, spares. We'll try and keep that at 10 for right now. Medical supplies, we'll try and keep it 5. Now you can also turn off separate buildings just to keep the power usage down. And everyone is not really looking all that happy. I'm trying to think of what the next thing could be here to help alleviate some of that stress. And I think the way to do that, okay, there's the doctor. Doctor or a nurse? No, you're just a medic. Okay. All right, so let me think here. Let's go ahead and look at what we can produce. The carrier robot's down. Crap. Okay. Let's see here. So I got the spares going. We've got the control center. Once we get like one more piece of bioplast created, I can go ahead and push. Or actually, do I have? No, I don't have enough reason for that. So everybody's morale is kind of low. They're not really too happy. One way to help fix that, and this is going to be, you can't get too attached to these buildings that you put down, because all of this stuff is going to be stripped away once we get enough extensions. And by extensions, I mean the massive blueprints for the biodome, the storage, just so we can have a huge facility to work with. All right. So we'll go ahead and put the cabin down, because the cabin does allow us to boost morale because it's a lot more comfortable than sleeping in these bunk beds. And with that, I'll also go ahead. There we go. Come on. Connect. Come on. Oh, you jerk. There we go. Put in another O2. So that way we can accommodate a few more folks. Why is everybody's morale so low? Yes, I know. Everybody's producing low stats for some reason. Not 100% sure why. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Probably because I have no construction bots. No, wait. I have a construction bot, but I have no carrier bots. So, what can you do there? Other than, again, making the robotics facility to go ahead and build new robots. But that is something we'll take care of once I get the basics out of the way. So let's see here. Ooh. All right, so I have 6 biologists on board. I just need everybody to start producing more starch. Pea pad is good. Rice pad is still good. Yeah, now we come to the more, I want to call it tedious, but just kind of waiting around portion of the game here where I have to see what happens and how fast everybody can get everything else done. But aside from getting the cabin created and populated with beds and building out another O2 generator, the next item is going to have to be a bit of a larger biodome, just so we can produce more starch. And that way I can justify putting another bioplast processor in here. So let me see here. Once the O2 sensor is built, I'll go ahead and wait for resources to get generated. I can build a bigger and better biodome and get it going. And voila. Okay. Grid check. See, that's what I was worried about. All right, well, we have plenty of metal, so let's go ahead and dive right back into that investment. Yes, I know. And one trick that I've learned from playing this game is if you place certain things a certain way, you can actually start kind of carving out some of the mountain area. So that's one thing I'm going to try and do so I can help maximize, well, as much space as I can get from this thing. Yes, I know. Way to be annoying about the lab. But at least we can accommodate more than just 20 colonists right now. Okay, extractor's built. I have 1 piece of bioplast. Not spares are generated. Ooh. That's where that bioplast went. Okay. That's going to be the other reason to make another bigger biodome, is because I need medicinal plants for the doctor to go ahead and get to work, or excuse me, the medic to work. Let's go ahead and get another unit of processing the bioplast ready. We have some sunlight again. Since we have spare metal, again, just going to go ahead, reinvest. Just so I don't run out of water again, give me 1 more. All right, so 1, 3, 4, 8. Okay, that'll take care of most of the metal. So we can lower some of the demand on storage. And it looks like we're getting some more bioplast. Oh, come on. There we go. That was the reason for having the command center, is to go ahead and be able to set the alarms. So that way people can come in, hopefully not get killed. Looks like I'm not going to lose anybody. And these resources are pretty sturdy enough. They'll be able to withstand the sandstorm. There we go. Crisis averted. All right. Go ahead and put another bunk in, another bed. Hopefully that will help with morale a little bit, because you can kind of see here people just staring at the plant. That's supposed to help boost morale a little bit more. But I can only do so many things here for boosting morale before something comes and crushes us again. Because metal, not a problem with metal. We can get all that metal in there, no problem. Do. Yeah, your morale definitely went up, but it's not enough. At the very least, I don't have that warning there anymore that, oh, this worker is going to go less do less work because they're, not happy. Okay, spares workshop is underway. I'll keep us at least a minimum of 10. And let's see, more bioblasts. Now, the reason I'm focusing on this over the biodome is because I need my workers to be happy and efficient. If they're happy and efficient, then that means they can produce more things to help keep the base going. There is an extra bioblast in there. I will take it. And I need to get to work. I only have 3 more med kits on hand, so 4 will have to be the magic number for right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the next biodome placed. A little bit bigger. Put that right there. And hope that we can avoid another sandstorm. Oh, poor little constructor bot. I need to make more bots. All right, so let's look at some things here. Those are the limits. Those are fine. It's alerts, our stats. So these are the texts that we can purchase from the traveling ships that come by for trading. One of the first things I'm going to look into getting first is one of the GM, either tomato DNA or the onion DNA, because people are also unhappy when they have to move things around that are either heavy or just things that they don't need to do because they're humans. They have other work to do. So they're going to be able to take more of the vegetables because they're a little bit easier to carry and don't really require them to bust out their little, I guess it's the exosuits that they have. So, so once we have a multiple of vegetables, we can start selling those in mass, and then follow that up shortly with slowly creating medicinal plants. Jesus. Because medicinal plants, again, same kind of weight proportion as the vegetables, but they carry with them a higher return in the sense of the coins that we can earn from, well, the traders from selling our wares. So let's see here. All right, so we have starch. Are we just not happy enough to produce the bioblast that I need? Because I gotta tell you, people, I'm running a little bit low. I really could use another biodome. But I am going to have to try and wrap it up here in the next few minutes. I do need to be ready for the next workday. All right, so I'm just missing 3. I've got 1 coming up. I hope. And if I'm desperate enough for anything, I can just take materials that I've already crafted, recycle them, try and get some of the resources back, and try and put it to where it's really needed. So let me find out here. Grid check. Water, power, O2, all nominal. I prefer that to be more of a steady line than as erratic as it is right now. Let's see here. Wow, we're doing craptacular. That's fantastic. Always a great thing when I see that we're just doing fantastic like that. So you see him right there, or that little person. They switched their costumes from being the exosuit to their regular outfit. And let's see here. So yeah, it's like a trickle effect. Like some people are getting happier, some people are not. It really just depends on, what they get where. So let's see. Meals are just being produced. No problems there. So yeah, unfortunately, this is kind of just the waiting game to get that last piece of bioplastic, create the actual biodome. And then once we get some more, I can go ahead and start pumping in or putting in more plants. Whew, that was way too close. There is a laser gun that I can create later on that will help destroy those asteroids, provided, of course, I have enough telescopes operational to identify when they're going to be hitting and targeting those specific asteroids. All right, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. Come on. Now imagine if this was just running at 1x speed and how incredibly slow this would be. All right, so let's go ahead and start populating it with some more plants. Potatoes, wheat. Let's go ahead and get the medicinal in there as well. Get our fast plants in there. Get the mushrooms because those help provide a little bit more starchy variety. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put in some trees as well, just to help with the stress that the colonists feel. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Be happy. Be happy, person. All right. Let's see here. Onion. More fast starch. And, of course, why not another tomato? Okay. So, we've got our work cut out for us. Oxygen is coming. Well, oxygen is going to be stable for a while. And as soon as I get the medicinal plants being created, the doctor can actually do some work other than, just being idle around the base and just treating the broken legs for the remaining 2 people that she can treat, or he can treat, I should say. Are you getting happy? Yes, be happy. Oh, for a second there I was like, that doesn't sound too, that sounds too close. That's right. Let's see how well. Yeah, that's right. Look at the tree. Be happy with the tree. No, get back here and look at the tree, dang it. There you go. Just keep looking at the tree until you're happy again. All right, or grab metal and just put it back. Let's see here. More metal. And let's, okay. So we're definitely going to be having plenty of starch here in a little bit. The biologists are going to have plenty to do. And I'm going to have plenty to do here in just a second once I build. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build out another cabin over here or somewhere in here. So that way, again, the colonists have a place to sleep after they're done with the working. Of course, that's going to require more bodies, and I need more bioplastic. So there we go, medicine. All right, so once the medicinal plant grows, the medic will take that plant, create some more bed kits, and not a moment too soon, considering the fact that Oh man, was that the last one? That was the last med kit. Oh, nuts. That's not good. Excuse me. Because now that we have no more med kits, anybody who does get a broken leg or anything will not be able to work and just constantly consume resources. So, not exactly the way I wanted to start out the base, but it's what I have to work with. So, how are we doing? Okay, so we're improving. We're getting back up there again. Okay. I just wish the construction bot would do more work, even though it's clear what needs to be done. Yes, I know. We're always out of medical. We're now out of medical supplies. I'm working on it, okay? I just need the pad to produce another medicinal leaf. So at the very least, I can have one ready. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, this is why I needed to up the number of workers and biologists over engineers and doctors, because they're just sitting idly by until we get more resources ready. That's right. Keep producing starch. Excellent. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see. Oh wait, he's unhappy. I thought he was malnourished. I was like, what? Why are we malnourished? We have a variety of foods you can eat. Let's see here. All right, well, definitely starch isn't a problem now. Because now we're getting plenty of starch and plenty of bars. There we go. Now, doctor or medic, I need you to get to work. That's okay. Problem's going to be solved here in just a minute. That's right. To work, doctor or medic. Man, I gotta stop repeating myself. It's like doctor or medic, medic, medic. Okay. All right. So our food is on the up, which means I'll have to create another canteen soon just to keep people over here happy. And then let's see here. He's working on it. Okay, just leave him alone. Game. He'll get there eventually. Don't worry. All right, so those are all created. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these crafted. All right. Grid check, power, water. We could use more water. Who couldn't? All right, let me go ahead. Come on. Find a place. There you go. Put that in place. Another one in as well. There we go. All right, so we'll have water. Excuse me, more readily available. And let's actually see if we can't put something more entertaining in here. Plants and TV. TV will make them happy a little bit. Well, happier. Okay, excellent. And there we go. All right. So we have medical supplies back. We have raw materials coming back at us. And storage is not quite too bad, but it's not the best. And let's see here. We have probably just a few seconds more here before I have to close out. Oh, cheek of the devil. So I'm going to have to close out for right now because it is midnight Mountain Time, and I have to be up and about here shortly. So thank you all for tuning in, watching, whether it was during the actual live stream here or during the replay if you're interested. Thank you so much. And I will catch you on our next occurrence of this when I try and, like I said, try and reach 1,000 colonists. So I think it's now 0.018% of the way there. So does that sound right? No, that doesn't sound right. I'll figure it out. At some point I'll figure it out. It's too late for me. All right. So take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. This is Captain MKG signing off.